We are now getting a look at the unsealed federal indictment charging Austin investor Nate Paul with financial crimes.
Paul is an associate of suspended Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. He's mentioned numerous times in the impeachment articles against the Texas Attorney General. KVUE senior reporter Tony Plahetsky was in the courtroom when Paul appeared before the judge earlier today. Tony's got more now. Hi, Tony.
And good afternoon to you both. Nate Paul is charged with 8 counts of false statements to lenders. Importantly, this 23-page indictment makes no mention of Ken Paxton, who is accused of taking steps to help Paul during this federal investigation. The indictment says that from March 2017 through April 2018, Paul made multiple false statements and reports for the purpose of getting loans to his companies. The combined principal amount of the loan was about $172 million. The indictment says Paul underreported liabilities and overstated how much money was in his bank accounts. The FBI raided Paul's offices in downtown Austin in 2019. Whistleblowers from the AG's office and a Texas House investigating committee accused Paxton of helping Paul during this investigation, and that Paxton benefited by having a home remodel and by employing Paxton's alleged mistress. Paxton remains under federal investigation in that case, and he's also facing an impeachment trial this summer in the Senate. His attorneys say he has done nothing wrong. A magistrate judge said today that Paul could be released, but as is typical, he did have to surrender his passport and can only travel outside of Texas with special permission from the court. Back to you.
Thanks, Tony. Nate Paul has had legal and financial troubles over the years.
KVUE's Malia Masamoto is here to tell us about some of the other issues he's faced. Malia.
Good evening, Brian, Ashley. The Austin real estate investor and CEO of World Class Holdings has gone through several lawsuits, bankruptcies, and foreclosures of his business properties in the past few years. Now let's go back to 2018. A nonprofit organization called the Midday Foundation sued World Class Holdings. The two started partnering together in 2012 to invest in downtown Austin property, but since World Class did not produce financial documents, the Midday Foundation had enough. Paul denied wrongdoing in that lawsuit, but the judge ordered him to pay over $100,000 for violating court orders, giving false testimony, and lying about money transfers from his bank accounts. And the judge ordered Paul to serve 10 days in jail, but he was able to fight that charge. And then in the next few years, the company underwent a series of bankruptcies and foreclosures, including the $100 million 3M campus. Now, we've reached out to Nate Paul's company and some of his attorneys for a statement on these past legal troubles, but have not gotten a response yet. We'll keep you posted on any of these updates.